Before my breakup, I remember asking everyone around me, what's so great about the single life? Like, why is it that everyone's raving about this thing that I don't really understand?
Because you were in a relationship for so long. Hello and welcome back to another episode of If You Know, You Know.
And if you don't know, then maybe it's time to explore the world, go and do what you like to do, take time to yourself, enjoy your own company. Seriously.
She means break up with your partner.
No.
If you're looking for a sign, this is it. I'm kidding.
Actually, if you're looking for a sign, it probably is it lah. The fact that you're looking for a sign or you're waiting for the universe to tell you something.
That's true. Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Okay, today's question is, what are 3 things you can appreciate about being single, even if it feels hard?
I have my own space.
That's
I
true.
do what I want to do whenever I want to do it. And I feel like I have extra time because I'm not fighting with anyone. No, seriously.
You do spend a lot of time fighting with your partners, right?
I mean, I spent a lot of time fighting with that one partner.
Right. Many fights.
Yeah. So, love it.
That's good. I think for me, the main reason would be there is no need to be accountable to someone else.
Is that something that you find is a chore?
Not say a chore, but I have to QC whatever I'm doing within by myself first to see if my partner is like okay.
QC what you're doing? Like your partner's not okay with some things that you do?
Potentially, like some partners might be a bit like conservative and might not allow me to go to the club for some instances, or like
I see.
Yeah. That kind of thing. But if I want to go, I can go when I'm single. Like just because I'm single.
Yeah. Do what you want when you want.
Yeah. Which is my main thing lah. I don't really have like 3 things, but my main thing would be no accountability towards anybody except myself.
Actually, that I realized that it was something, not say that I missed, but something I didn't realize was so freeing. Because after a while, I stopped getting used to, okay, you know what? Before I go into that.
Yes, what are we talking about today?
In today's episode, we are talking about why being single is not a bad situation to be in at all. And I'm Rain.
I'm Nicole.
We keep forgetting to do our intro, but
everybody knows by now lah.
Yeah lah. I hope that y'all know.
Yeah, we got cancelled once already. Like,
who we are now.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I didn't realize that it was something to be appreciated, like the accountability thing, because I was so used to being accountable that it didn't really matter that much to me. And I feel like in a relationship, if I were to get into a relationship now, it would take a little bit of getting used to, but it's not something that is a chore. It's not something that I particularly feel like, oh, I don't want to do it, or it's troublesome to do. Maybe it's just I have to get used to it again.
I don't think it was ever a chore for me. It's just I have to like do a double take in my mind, like, okay, I have a partner, like I'm in a relationship. Yeah. Because I'm so used to being single. Like, okay, I was used to being single, and then I got into a relationship, and then I was like, okay, you know, like, will my partner be okay with me doing this? Yeah. But I'm just lucky that like in my previous relationship, he was very chill, and so was I. So it didn't really matter. It's just that I do know of some friends that like if I ask them to go to the club with us, they'll be like, oh, you know, my partner says like, don't really want me to go with you, cause like don't really want me to go to the club.
Together lah.
That's why. But they don't want. I mean, which is fine. Like, I respect that. It's just, in situations like these, or maybe like if it's in a party setting, maybe like the other partner is not so happy about them going. So that's fine lah. I mean, you give and take all.
I have to say though, that after being exposed to more of like the nightlife scene, it's not a bad thing, right?
Of course.
After being exposed to more of the nightlife scene, I would understand now a little bit more why people would feel held back if they cannot go and do all these things that they once were able to do
freely.
Yeah. Like they can just make the decision on the fly. Okay, I want to go club with my friends tonight because they asked me last minute. Right.
That's
and
true.
I feel like a lot of plans come together last minute.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
sometimes as a partner, when you like, I don't know about this, or like, why you never tell me earlier? But I couldn't tell you earlier because
It didn't exist.
yeah, it didn't exist, or like they were still trying to make plans.
Yeah.
And it was not solidified. That kind of thing. And I would understand a little bit more so now why sometimes it would feel more restrictive if you are in a relationship lah. And these are things that you are used to doing and making the decision for yourself. And then suddenly you have to check in with someone.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But overall, I would say, other than that, I'll say being single kind of rocks. It's kind of dope, I must say. Being single is really not a bad situation to be in. I personally feel like there are more pros than cons of being single. Like, honestly, what con is
why
there?
do you say that? Because you just got out of a relationship.
I did. But
and you are so happy. You are happy in that relationship.
I was extremely happy.
So why I'm surprised that you are saying now that coming out of the relationship there's more pros than cons.
Okay, I would say because I was single for such a long time before I got in this brief relationship period, I really enjoyed my single life then. And I'm pretty sure that I can get to that point post breakup now where I will be able to enjoy myself being single again. I know I'm still sad now, like as we are filming this, because it's still pretty fresh, but I know if I enjoyed it once, I can enjoy it again lah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. I spent so much of last year being single. And it was this dope shit.
She says that as a good thing.
Yeah.
I know it sounds a little bit sad, but it's not, I promise.
I'm laughing through the pain. No, I'm really not. I'm not.
Before my breakup, I remember asking everyone around me, what's so great about the single life? Like, why is it that everyone's raving about this thing that I don't really understand?
Because you were in a relationship for so long.
Yeah, and I never got to experience that part because my parents are very strict, right? So I think because of how limiting they were in what I was allowed to experience. Like going out with my friends late at night was not a thing. Having freedom overseas was a huge part of my single life and also a huge part of what I enjoyed. And I know that a lot of people will say something about this. And I think that if I had done LDR, my partner would also be very insecure.
That's true.
If
And
I
so,
was
yeah, you
hanging
would
out
too.
with-
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was hanging out with, because most of my friends there are guys.
Right.
The people that the girls that I hang out there with,
Oh my god.
the girls that I hang out with there consistently, maybe it's like 1, 2, 3. But compared to what the huge majority of the friend group is,
It's still guys lah.
yeah. So I feel like, especially if I were to go like and chill down there with them until 12, 1 a.m., it's confirmed not something that my partner will like lah.
That's true.
But now I don't have to worry about that. I can just do what I want.
You're right.
Not like I'm doing anything sus. I'm
That's
just hanging out
true.
with my friends.
That's true. It's just that you don't have to seek opinions or consent, so called, from like another party.
And I don't have to deal with like, why you need to hang out with them so often.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's not consent, even if they are kind of okay with it, there's always a point that they'll get a bit unhappy.
Yeah, then they'll get a bit peggro. Like, okay, lah, you go hang out with them, lah. Something like that. And then you'll just be like, but I just want to hang out with my friends.
Confirm. Especially if we are living so close by, right? It's like I see them every day, what?
Yeah.
If my potential partner is not living like close to me or
in the same country.
Yeah, or in the same country, it's going to be an issue. I promise. I can see it already.
Yeah, definitely. This is why no at LDR.
No
but
LDR.
Other than that, like, I think being single feels there is a okay, now that I'm single again, now that we are both single,
Yeah.
and Rain has been single for almost
year.
exactly a year.
A
Yeah,
year. It's
more
been
than a
more than a
year.
year. It's been a year
Yeah.
and 2 months. Because, I broke up in December.
Right. Oh my god, time fucking
Right,
flies.
it flies, right? It does not feel like I've been single. I mean, it does, but
Hey, what do you mean? Does it feel like you've been single? It feels like it's been a very short period
it feels
of time.
like because I enjoy myself so much.
I think also because you didn't spend that much of your single life like mourning over your breakup, because you were already mourning over your breakup during
In the
your relationship.
relationship.
Yeah. So you had more time and freedom to like kind of get your life together and move forward from there after you were single.
And I think it definitely helped that after the breakup, I was so busy planning what I needed to do in order to prepare to leave. And then like filling my life with a lot of activities with friends, with work.
I think it was also just a transitional phase that occupied your time a lot also. Because
And
there's so many things happening.
correct.
Yeah.
And that phase was so important in sounds damn cliche, but in sales growth.
No, but it makes sense. It makes sense.
That phase was so important in helping me realize that my life shouldn't revolve around one person. And I never want it to again.
That's true.
Like I would want, of course I want to love my partner. I would love my partner. But my whole life cannot revolve around him.
Not the way that it used to.
Yeah, I have other things that I want to pursue. I have other things that I want to do. And I should go ahead and live my life and do it with or without a partner.
That's true. Live for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But that makes sense.
Yeah, right? That's what I enjoy most now about being single.
She had to struggle to say the words.
Honestly, I feel like my brain is not processing a lot of things. And you can hear, right? My nasal system is a little bit clogged. It's been for like a while. And I'm damn lucky because now I can hear out both ears. It only happened yesterday or the day before that I'm hearing out both ears.
Oh my god. She's not doing well, guys.
I'm not okay because I am working 7 days this week. Seriously. Really. I was editing until 2+ yesterday. I didn't realize it was 2+.
Oh my god. No, but you know what? Everything would have been significantly worse if you had a partner that you still had to devote time to.
Yeah. Confirm. Like imagine
it would add on to her stress so much more.
Yes, it would. Because imagine like I have to like text halfway like, oh, I'm busy or
text you later.
Yeah, or like, can I push back our plans because I can't make it? And I wouldn't want to push back our plans because I would want to spend time with my partner. I know myself, right?
Yeah.
But I shouldn't. Because I also want to do this.
Precisely. So I'm glad that Rain is happy now. I'm glad that she has one less huge thing to commit to because she has so many other things in her life that she has to get her shit together on.
Yeah, it's taking so much of my time. I strongly advocate for filling your life up with everything that you possibly can if you want to get over your breakup. Or if you want to feel like being single is fulfilling. Which it is, if you know the right outlets to seek lah.
Actually, I have another point of view because while you should like be busy and hustle and be productive now that you don't have anyone else to commit to, you should also definitely take some time for yourself to breathe. Because that is not what Rain has been doing. Rain tried going for therapy and then she bailed because she just couldn't like face up to her emotions. So I would say facing up to your emotions is very important, especially in the near stage of like after being broken up with.
I faced up to my emotions. I wanted to know why I was the way I was. And then I felt like I got enough out of that one therapy session in order to continue thinking about it and continue reflecting. I honestly can't even remember what I wanted to find out. But I know it was troubling me because I didn't understand why I was the way I was. But I don't know what that aspect of myself was now. Right. And it was not something that I felt like I wanted to change or I wanted to fix.
Not yet lah.
Not yet.
And that's fine.
Yeah. So I felt that if I continued going for therapy, wouldn't be helpful anyway. Because I also needed more time to figure out the situation that I was in lah.
No, and that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But I think it's good to be self-aware that like, oh, you know, just because now that I'm single, I'm gonna like pile up every single one of my days, and I'm gonna like have no time to eat and breathe and sleep. I'm just gonna like hustle and grind.
I feel like I am not doing it intentionally, but because I love what I do so much.
Yeah. I understand. Like that, there is dedication and passion in what you're doing, but I think the intention behind that is very important. Like, why are you doing all this? Is it because you want to run away from your emotions, or is it because
definitely? Don't do that.
Not run away.
The reason that I have so many things in my life is because, not because I'm running away, but because it's very fueled by passion and very fueled by like the drive to want to succeed, like to do what I want to do, and because I love it so much.
That's true. And while you still have time to do it, why not do it now?
Yeah, correct. It's not like there's anything else to like spend. I mean, there is lah. There's so many things else to spend my time on. Okay,
like
I feel like I've never had enough time. A lot of my friends out there, they keep going on dating apps because they want to find company.
I can't. First of all, I have no emotional or physical energy to go through another talking stage for now. But thinking about the amount of effort that I have to put in when I am so physically and emotionally like tired and dissatisfied, like the thought of going on a dating app and trying to find a partner, like no.
Maybe that's because they've been single for a while. Right, which is fair. Like you're fresh out of a relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
I just need to breathe.
Yeah, I totally understand. Like the one to look for company and companionship, because humans are not meant to be alone in life. I think
would you do it? Like would you go on a dating app? Not that you've been single for a year.
No, because we can talk about this in another episode. But yes. I really do want to find love organically. Yeah.
When it comes lah. Yeah. That's what we both believe in. Actually, quite surprising.
I mean, while we talk about how great being single is, we also have to acknowledge the fact that we always want company. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna maybe in a year or so, I'm going to be like, am I still single? Why can't I find anyone? You know? But for now, I think what's most important for myself is to take time to find out what I want to do and what I want to pursue and where my priorities lie before getting involved in someone else's life and having someone else
involved in your life.
Yeah. And after coming out of like a relationship, right, it's always important to recalibrate a little bit. Coming out of a relationship is not easy.
Of course. I would know.
Yeah, it's not easy because suddenly you have to readjust again.
Yeah.
Even though I would say your relationship was pretty short.
It was extremely short. But the amount of emotional like investment? I mean say infestation. Investment. The more emotional investment that I put into the relationship is still something that I'm trying to recover from.
I thought about doing this episode because I really want my friends to know that it's okay to be single. I know a lot of my friends are struggling in finding the one or like the person for them. They are dating a lot. And I don't know whether they are ready sometimes. Sometimes I look at them and then I'm thinking, maybe this person, differing groups of people maybe this person is not mature enough yet. Maybe this person is not settled in his own life yet to be stable enough to continue a relationship and have it work out, because he's been in so many talking stages, right? And it never works out.
Same guy they were talking about yesterday, right?
Same guy
they were talking about yesterday, like the one that always goes on dates.
Yes.
You know who you are. I'm just kidding.
I think he won't even know lah, walao. Seriously, I think he won't know. I got thought about him before also. In a very, very clear example, it just flew over his head. He was watching it and it flew over his head. And my other friends picked up on it and they were like, hey, you know that's you, right?
Yeah, if you're this level of ignorant, right? Maybe you should not be looking for a relationship yet, lah. Maybe you should work on yourself first. Just thinking about it,
I think it's because he's been single for a while. And it's normal lah. I really understand that you want to find companionship, right? It's normal.
Of course.
But also make sure that you're okay in your own life first and that you know what you want before just throwing yourself out there and then swimming in the deep end of so many people because you're on a dating app.
That's true.
It's gonna take an emotional toll on you.
And you're gonna risk hurting other people also in the process.
You might not even know. You might not even know.
Yep.
Right? Because it's just a non-committal. Non-committal? Is that a word? Yes, I think so. Non-committal talking stage. It's so easy to just
fly. Yeah.
It is.
And run.
Yeah, it's so easy to just leave and then not communicate because it's not worth it. What? Like, you're gonna leave anyway already, and you already made up your mind that this person's not the person for you. You talk about things for what? Yeah.
So what are we gonna take away from this video? This episode is to remind everybody that if you're fresh out of a relationship, twinning, but also like don't be so hard on yourself to go and like immediately look for love somewhere else. Yeah. Find love inside.
Hey, I want to know, is this something that you feel like we should talk about? Leave in the comments if you want to hear.
Talk about what?
Talk about the topic of how long should you wait before getting into another relationship?
Wow, there is no right answer, but
interesting.
That's true. Okay, potential topic.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah. So, I mean, even if you've been single for a while, again, take your time. Don't rush into something just because it feels nice to have companionship. Because it does. And after being single for a while, it gets lonely. You definitely want some constancy, someone to turn to.
Constancy leh. Consistency.
No, constancy.
What is constancy?
Like
being constant.
There's a constant in your life.
You are your only constant in your life.
No, it was something that I was struggling with, I remember. A very short story as we wrap up. But in Melbourne, when I first moved over there, one day I was cooking my lunch after class, right? And then my phone buzzed with a notification. And I started crying. And I realized it's because I don't know who's texting me. And that was, it hit me hard because I was just in a little bit, it felt like I was in this limbo state where I'm still adjusting to everything around me, but I really don't know who's texting me, and that scared me a bit because everything was changing in my life. There was no constancy.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, if that's the only thing that you are seeking for, then maybe think about what you actually need. Make it like a weekly meetup with your friends so that there is some constancy in your life lah, instead of banking on a partner to do that for you.
That's true. Yeah. Find it in yourself. Come on. You're stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. Might as well make the best of it. Okay, and on that note.
On that note, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye!